This work wouldn't be possible without hope.
Families come in pretty hard places. They come in feeling defeated sometimes.
I speak with parents who call Ryther, and they've typically spoken with other providers. I can hear the frustration in their voice. I can hear the agitation in their voice.
They may not themselves have that hope.
We really do work with kind of the toughest kids in the community.
The number one thing that I think my job is about is to be hopeful.
I think once they figure out just a small success.
That's what hope is. Hope is not a vision of what is now, but a vision of what could be.
Ryther is a recognized leader providing care for some of the most traumatized young people in the state. Our Transitional Youth Services program serves youth and young adults who, because they're homeless, can't access the care they desperately need.
We see cases of complex trauma, and we see a lot of co-occurring disorders where there's drug and alcohol use intermixed with mental health issues. Oftentimes they're youth who've aged out of foster care and have become homeless as a result. We work with clients here on our main campus, but we also work with clients in a large number of community-based settings. Schools, transitional living programs for homeless youth drop-in centers, juvenile justice settings, low-income housing settings. When clients are coming from very difficult settings, it can be hard for them to make it to main campus.
I work in a program where we work in host sites, and it's a program to send chemical dependency counselors all over King County. Core of my work is working in addiction, so pretty significant, hardcore, late-stage young people who are addicted and living on the street. I'm about to bring the sleeping bag to a kid who's got a little tense, and he's doing pretty well, and he's waiting for housing, and he's gonna be, I know, really positive, and he's gonna be really happy. I have a lot of young people that are doing really well that have come a long way out of homelessness and addiction. I'm a pretty strong believer that human connection, to be honest with you, keeps some people alive.
Ryther's Outpatient Services serves kids from ages 2 to 24 and their families. We help them overcome trauma and challenges with mental health and substance use, regardless of their situation or severity.
The behaviors are usually what bring them in because parents find it difficult or school finds it difficult because they're using drugs or alcohol, they're skipping class. Sometimes they're engaging in self-harm and may have suicidal ideation. Soon enough, we find that underneath they're struggling with the effects of trauma or depression or anxiety, and that's really the root of what's going on.
We are really, really good at finding people therapists who have the specific distinctions that they're looking for.
I actually just had a client that I worked with for probably 5 years. He had some depression and anxiety and substance use and was involved in the legal system. And he went through different programs here, through mental health, through co-occurring. He caused a lot of strife in his family, so we also did not only individual work, but family work. He's clean and sober, and he has some hope and a positive outlook on his life, and he's using the skills that he learned and came back to talk about that, and that was really, really cool.
The feeling of belonging is so important. Our Aspiring Youth program offers summer camp and social skills group to youth who may be on the autism spectrum so that they may find a sense of community.
Many of the clients we work with really don't have a lot of friends, and they want friends, they want to be social, but they're just very much isolated. So there's a lot of issues around anxiety and depression, and we're trying to help them gain better skills to cope and to address that. We had a 17-year-old female client, and she's a very bright person. She'd had a lot of school failures. It took a long time to get her into the group, and eventually she joined the group, and she said, "Oh, these people are like me." All of a sudden, she felt a sense of connection, and all the tension and the anxiety she had going up to that group, it just kind of washed off of her.
The cottages are for kids ages 6 to 14 with mental health, emotional, and behavioral issues. These kids have been through severe trauma, including abuse and neglect. Here, they have a safe place and a chance to heal.
They'll go through multiple homes before they come to us, and so just having a stable caregiver is something that they're not familiar with. A lot of the work we do is just teaching them that you will have food to eat, you will have a place to rest, you have people that are here to support you no matter how hard and how difficult it's going to be.
The unique thing that happens here with the school on campus is that their home is right there, and we get to go in and be part of that home. For the first time, they're not experiencing violence, they're not experiencing homelessness. So all those things that people say, well, we couldn't teach them, or they didn't show up because they got hit or because they were on the streets, all of a sudden it's taken care of here.
As you can see, so many people at Ryther work in so many places, in so many ways, to help kids find a path to healing and hope.
We're doing a lot of work on Ryther campus trying to prevent young people from coming out to where I work. That's what a lot of this is about, is trying to create some opportunity for young people to turn 18, really, and not be so challenged by things like homelessness.
How do we help this person, this young person, and this family find their path to hope and healing and living a more functional, positive life?
If these children can learn the skills here and now, those are skills that they can take with them through their lifetime. That's going to change the trajectory of their life, absolutely.
I feel proud that I was able to help them, that they allowed me to be part of their lives.
Somebody has to be present and pay attention and nurture young people who are in places that they had nothing to do with. They just need the door to be open so they can look inside and see if they want to go there. You know, it's like, oh, okay, that doesn't look so bad. Maybe I'll go down that path.
The path to healing and hope. It all starts with you. Thanks for caring and getting involved.